8 animals that drink blood as food. Let's forget about fleas or mosquitoes, because we already know so much about these bloodsuckers. There are other animals that drink blood to survive. The fact is that most of these bloodthirsty animals are female, and they need blood so that their eggs can develop. Some of them drink blood and leave, while others leave behind diseases that can be deadly. Here's our list of bloodsuckers in the animal world. Predators. The killer beetle or kissing bug gets its name because of its habit of biting sleeping humans near the lips. During the day, they hide between cracks, crevices, between mattresses and in other dark and cool places in the house. Killer beetles have a tube inside their beak that allows them to carry their poisonous saliva. It then uses the same tube to pierce and suck the juices from its victim's body. Killer bugs are so ferocious that a cockroach will die within seconds of being bitten. In humans, these bloodsuckers will dine on any warm blood they can find that is around the eyes or lips. You should be concerned that these insects can transmit serious diseases, such as Chagas disease, to humans. This disease can lead to long-term heart damage, damage to major organs, or heart failure, which can be fatal. Mockingbird Mimus macdonaldi. Hooded mockingbirds or hooded mockingbirds inhabit 2 islands in the Galapagos archipelago, and they thrive in dry and saline areas. Where they come from, food and water are scarce, with only small shrubby plants around. To survive, hooded mockingbirds must take every opportunity they can to feed and survive. Thus, these birds also drink the blood of wounded seabirds, sea lions, and open wounds of other animals they can find. Moreover, hooded mockingbirds are fearless, so they are not afraid to be around people. They will pick up food and water from human campsites, sometimes right in front of campers. These birds don't care. They also remove ticks and other parasites from the backs of large animals. After all, their favorite food is blood. Buffalo starlings. These are bloodsuckers from Africa that ride on hippos, impalas, zebras, and other large mammals. During the free ride, buffalo starlings eat ticks and other ectoparasites that feed on the blood of mammals. These birds receive blood indirectly through ticks, but they also peck animal wounds to feed on their blood and tissue. Even more interesting, buffalo starlings even extend the healing time of wounds to feed on blood longer. The good thing about these birds is that they actually help their owners when they notice danger. If there is a predator nearby, they will hiss loudly to alert their owners. Buffalo starlings choose hosts with the most ticks to feed longer and more. Feeding on hosts is one thing, but taking advantage of hosts is quite another. These bloodsuckers pluck hairs or similar materials from their hosts and use them as nesting material. Sea lamprey. The appearance of sea lamprey tells you everything you need to know about their diet, and it's clearly not broccoli. Sea lampreys have funnel-shaped sucking mouths that they use to pierce the skin and cling to other fish. These bloodsuckers then use their sharp gnashing teeth to sink into the fish's flesh and suck its blood. Sea lampreys use an anticoagulant in their saliva to prevent blood clotting when they feed for a nice meal. This species of fish is open to both freshwater and saltwater, and their eating behavior is the same. Lampreys are threatened with extinction because of climate change and increased salinity in rivers. This is unfortunate because lampreys are ancient fish that predate the dinosaurs. Midge so tiny, but so vicious, ticks are one of the dangerous bloodsuckers. Ticks drink blood from any host they can find, including animals and humans, leaving behind infections and irritations. Humans are some of their favorite hosts because our blood contains the nutrients and proteins they need. Alarmingly, they sometimes transmit diseases to us after their bites. Human blood consists of water, but ticks don't need any of that. They get their nutrients only from blood, so they filter the blood, spewing it back into our bloodstream. The regurgitation process brings back Lyme disease and other tick-borne diseases that are dangerous or even deadly to us. Ticks feed on blood and nothing but blood, and they keep finding their way back to humans. Vampire bats eat only blood. They live in Central and South America and make their living by attacking or sneaking up on their hosts. When feeding, vampire bats walk on the ground on all fours rather than flying to get close to their victims. They then bite with their razor-sharp teeth and lap up the flowing blood with their tongue. A special feature of vampire bats is that they have a heat sensor on their nose, which helps them during the hunt. This sensor will direct the bats forward to where the warm blood is flowing so that the bats never miss. These blood-eating mammals need a constant blood supply because they will starve if they miss only 2 meals in a row. Sharp-billed ground finch. While some vampire birds wait for opportunities to feast on blood, the sharp-billed ground finch or ground vampire finch creates its own opportunities. These birds feed on the blood of seabirds by pecking at the base of their feathers, creating a bleeding wound. Vampire finches sometimes drink the blood of blue-footed boobies, removing insects from them. Sometimes they use their sharp beak to break the eggs of other birds and eat the contents inside. Ground vampire finches are not exclusively bloodsuckers because they also feed on the nectar and pulp of cacti. In fact, these blood-sucking birds only feed on blood when their main food, such as insects and seeds, is scarce. The species is endangered, and its population has been declining rapidly in the past few years. Vampire moth Calyptra moths can be vampires, too, and this vampire moth feeds on the blood of mammals and vertebrates, including humans. They can pierce the thick skins of many large animals. We're talking buffalo and elephants with thick skins, so humans are just one of their victims. Vampire moths stick their proboscis into their host and can stay there to suck blood for up to 50 minutes. Unlike most bloodsuckers, which are female, only male vampire moths suck blood. The females feed on nectar or suck fruit juice, and the larvae feed on leaves. In this case, the males need the salt from the blood to pass on possible benefits to their offspring. The only good thing is that the bite from them is only red and painful, posing no danger to humans.